What is poppin', fam? Spanik here, coach of your Alabama Crimson Surf. And this is ICBA Week 2 against Isolate, I think his name is, and the Great Lake Greninjas. As always, all the coaches will be linked down below, so you can go check out their channels, etc., etc. So looking at his team, I immediately see threats on threats. Doug Trio is a problem for me because of my hyper-offensive team. Tapu Fini's an issue because it's his one mon that prevents a Along with Amoonguss, it's his one mon that can prevent me from just wrecking havoc with Dragonite. Because when I was prepping for this game, I saw his team was incredibly weak to Dragonite. Outside of outside of Tapu Fini, that's why I have Thunder Punch with Electrium Z on my Dragonite to be able to deal with the Tapu Fini. But that did leave me vulnerable to Amoonguss. So I see he did bring both, so that's an issue. The Blissey was a little bit of a surprise to bring, as I have a Pheromosa that just beats it, along with Dragonite. Blissey doesn't have the greatest physical defense. Kyurem, I kind of expected to come. Yeah, so kind of his team, I kind of expected his team full on. My team is just Fizz Def actually mixed defensive Militech to be able to take on the Volcarona. Because I was really paranoid about being swept by a Volcarona this game. Chandelure's there as well as just a wall breaker because his team has a hard time switching into that outside of Blissey. Pheromosa just is a great bring. It just nukes everything. Dragonite nukes everything. Tapu Koko nukes everything. And Donphan is just for utility. So that's essentially what I have. What I have my team. I have his team. The battle will be from his side because apparently my boy Johnny GB, who's recording this battle, is pretty much the only reason I could be an ICBA as I don't have a capture card. So essentially, for some reason, his thing always puts it on my opponent's side, which is fine. I don't really care about that too much. So whatever, it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers, am I right? So let's get right into this battle. I don't remember what I led with. This match happened a long time ago, pretty much over a week ago. It happened last weekend. I don't remember exactly the date, but whatever. He decided to leave it as Amoonguss, and I believe I led with my Coco. No, I led with my Donphan. Nice shiny Donphan. I don't remember my plays too in depth this game, but I know I massively choked in this game, and I know the exact turn I did it on. So I decided to go hard into Chandelure here because not much this Amoonguss could really do to my Chandelure. He just goes right for the energy ball, which was fine by me. Now he has a hard time switching into this thing. I thought for sure the Blissey was going to come in, but I clicked Fire Blast anyway because it honestly was my safest play. But he instead goes into the Kyurem, and this was a strange play. I didn't know why he would go into this thing. After the game, he did tell me though he had a Z move on the Kyurem, and he thought I was gonna trick. He thought I was gonna trick like Specs or a Scarf or something onto his Amoonguss. So he went into the Kyurem expecting that, and he was gonna fire off a free Z move. So now he goes into the Blissey as I just go hard into my Militech. Because it was my switch into the Kyurem. I didn't know what that Kyurem was going to do. So Militech was my best play. I'm mixed defensive on this Militech with Mirror Coat. So I decided now to pull a switch in my Pheromosa because I'm not even sure what this Blissey wants to do to me. If he Toxics, that's fine. Pheromosa is not going to be able to take a hit. He does go for the Toxic, which is fine by me. So I decided to click High Jump Kick here because it's only switching his Fini, and I do have the Poison Jab on this thing. So I do decide to go for the High Jump Kick. I do land it, but he turns out to be Chople Berry Blissey. And I was like, okay, I'm max attack adamant E-belt. He should be able to kill this thing, but no, he lives and reveals the counter. Okay, this really surprised the hell out of me because it's another tech for Pheromosa. I'm probably going to be getting a lot of those in this league. So I just go right into Coco here because I am physical on Tapu Koko. So I essentially just click Brave Bird for free here. If he wants to sack off Blissey, that's fine, but he doesn't. He pulls a switch into his Amoonguss. I do predict that perfectly and go right for the Brave Bird here, and I am able to do some big damage to this thing. I went for the Brave Bird because really he didn't have a good resist, so I kind of had no reason not to click it. I am gonna take a ton of recoil. I believe I was Figgy Berry on this set because Wild Charge was Brave Bird, just wrecked everything on his team. I think here he goes to sack the Blissey as I click Brave Bird again. I think here he sacks Blissey. Yeah, he does. So I am able to just click the Brave Bird here. I do kill the Blissey, so revenge for that friggin' tech on Pheromosa. That was good prep on his end, though. Credit where credit is due. That was excellent prep on his end. Second week in a row where good prep just kind of screwed me over. But now he goes into Dugtrio and he's able to trap me here. I knew he was either Sash or something, so I just go for a move. Really my only chance. I wasn't Shed Shell. But he reveals to be Scarf Dugtrio. Okay, that's kind of scary now. That is really scary because now he's able to outspeed my Dragonite at +1. But the good news is he's not Sash, so E-Speed should be able to kill him at +1 anyway. So it actually does work out better for me. So he does switch into his, I think that's Tapu Fini, yeah. I believe I predict that and just get rocks up here. Yeah, I do predict that and get rocks. Which is okay, but he is going to be able to defog them. I don't have Gunk Shot on this thing. So I was really afraid of Wakanberry, Tapu Fini. And as you can see from this next turn, I think I just click Earthquake here. No, I click Knockoff to knock off his item. And actually, he's Kaiba Berry. So he wasn't even Wakanda to begin with, so my fears were kind of unnecessary. He is going to go for the Surf here, though. I really wanted to go hard go hard into, Gets a crit. Really doesn't matter. I was stacking my Donphan right there because I was thinking, wait, I could just set up a Dragon Dance because I could live a Moonblast if he's bulky. I could set up a Dragon Dance on this thing and potentially just sweep him right here. So I'm just trying to get some extra damage on this Feeny. Just to guarantee that I kill. So now he goes for the Moonblast. Completely fine by me. So I decide here to go into my Dragonite and just start setting up. Set up a Dragonite is at +1. Not a lot of things on his team can take a +1 hit from a Dragonite. His only answer is maybe being the Amoonguss. Because I am able to live a Moonblast from full. If I was weakness policy, I straight swept him here, but I wasn't. I was Electrium Z for this Tapu Fini. But at this range, Thunder Punch should be able to take him out without the need for a Z move. So I decided to save my Z move. I decided to save my Z move for his Volcarona. Because +1 Thunder Punch, I only have Thunder Punch, Earthquake, and E-Speed on this Dragonite. And at +1, neither kill Volcarona. So I essentially needed to keep my Z move intact for his Volcarona. Now he goes to the Amoonguss. I just decide he doubles here into his Kyurem to sack. Just to scout like what my move set is. Like I said, I don't have Dragon Stab on this Dragonite. I think he doubled there, maybe predicting the Supersonic Sky Strike, which I didn't have. I had Gigavolt Havoc. So he does sack the Kyurem there, that's fine. Now he goes into his Amoonguss at full HP. My hardest attack to hit this thing is Earthquake. I know I'm getting spored here. So my hardest hitting move this thing is Earthquake. It's not gonna kill. In fact, I think it was a roll to 2 KO actually. So he's just gonna Spore me here. And this turn is where I choke. See, what I should have done here was stay in and see what I should have done this turn was stay in and try to get a first turn wake, but instead I decided to be cheeky and switch into my Chandelure, predicting him to go into Volcarona. I thought he was going to go into Volcarona here, but no, he goes into his Scarf Dugtrio. See if I decided to go with my gut and stay in, I could have burned one turn of sleep, and then if I got a first turn wake, I killed him with E-Speed. And then I just straight swept him. But now I go into my Dragonite here, and he misplays by going for Earthquake. But that's not as big of a choke as what I had to go through. But either way, I needed a first turn wake regardless. So now he goes into the Volcarona, and he's just going to sit up here and sweep. That's essentially what happens from here on out. He just sets up on my sleeping Dragonite and sweeps. Yeah, there it is. There's the Quiver Dance. You see, I was afraid of this happening, and it happened You see, I was afraid of this happening, which is why I went into my Chandelure. But it happened regardless, and he does have hidden power. I think this was Rock. Yeah, so that's essentially the game. He just sweeps it here at the Volcarona. I do try to catch him though with the Mirror Coat, as you're gonna see, but he fully knows that I have Mirror Coat on this Milotic. And he's just gonna get up to +6 here. So that's essentially what happens is he gets the +6 and kills my remaining Mons. And I just keep missing mirror codes for days. So I'm just going to skip ahead here. Yeah, he's just setting up another setup for the Quiver Dances. And there he kills my Metal Tick with Giga Drain, and then he's going to kill my Shendo lowered HP Rock. So good game there. I should have risked that first turn wake. I should have risked it. Because either I could have gotten the first turn wake or he could have stone missed. One of those two definitely had the chance of happening. I should have risked it. I didn't. Because if I risked it, I straight up won this game with Dragonite. So GG anyway. Yeah, that choke sucked. Call me the Clippers, call me the Capitals, call me whatever you want, because I fucking choked. Spanic out.